Dynamic array. The name itself gives the clue. A dynamic array is an array whose size can be decided during runtime simulation, not at compile time. In System Verilog, if you don't allocate memory, a dynamic array has a size 0 by default. So this is important. Now how to declare dynamic array? Dynamic arrays are declared like this. Here we are declaring a dynamic array of integers. This is a 3-bit wide bit vector declared as dynamic array, and this is a dynamic array of strings. Notice one thing, there is no size mentioned inside the bracket. Now how to allocate memory? To allocate memory we use this syntax. Array is equal to new and then square bracket, and inside the square bracket we write the number to create that much space. This creates space for 5 elements at runtime. Resizing a dynamic array. Dynamic array can be resized. Here is the syntax. Array is equal to new. Then we have written inside square bracket 8 and then array, which is our variable name. This does two things. Resize the array to size 8, copied old values to the new array. New locations are filled with default value 0 or x, overriding the array. If you write array is equal to new 6 inside the square bracket, old values are lost, a phrase arrays is created. This is called overriding and not resizing. Now some built-in method in dynamic array. Dynamic array comes with useful methods. If we write array.size, then it returns current size of the dynamic array. Array.delete frees memories and makes size 0. After delete, the array becomes empty. Where are dynamic arrays used? Dynamic arrays are heavily used in test benches, verification environment, when data size is unknown, when memory efficiency matter. Now let's discuss about associative array. Dynamic arrays are powerful, but what if the data is sparse or you don't know the size in advance? That's where associative arrays in System Verilog come into the picture. An associative array is used when the size of the collection is not known or when memory space is sparse. Unlike dynamic arrays, associative arrays do not require memory allocation before use. Memory is allocated only when an index is accessed. Declaration. The syntax of an associative array is data type, array name, followed by index type inside square bracket. For example, here bit 7 down 0 is the data type and int is the index type. Index type can be int, string, enum or even bit vector. In dynamic arrays, memory must be allocated before accessing element, but in associative arrays, memory is allocated only when the index is used. That's make associative arrays efficient and flexible. Important method. Let's talk about important associative arrays method. Size, return number of allocated entries. Num, return number of valid entries. In associative arrays, size and num usually return the same value. Exist checks whether an element exists at a particular index. Associative arrays are automatically sorted by index. Using first, last, prev, and next, we can traverse entries in sorted order. Delete method. Delete index, remove a specified entry. Delete, remove the entire array. If the size is unknown or memory is sparse, associative arrays is the best choice in System Verilog. Associative arrays are widely used in scoreboard, register models, memory models, protocol verification. Queues in System Verilog. Ever wondered how System Verilog handles FIFO internally? Meet queues, dynamic, ordered, and extremely powerful. What is queue? A queue in System Verilog is a variable size, ordered collection of same type elements. Think of it like a dynamic array with push and pop superpower. Types of queues. There are two types of queues. First,
Unbounded queue, no size limit, grows automatically. Second, bounded queue, fixed size. If it's full and you push the element, it will show runtime error. Declaration. Queue's declaration is very simple. Data type followed by queue name and inside square bracket put dollar. Here dollar symbol means queue. Here is the example of bounded queue and unbounded queue. Most important queue methods. These methods are used daily in verification. Pushback, add element at end. Push front, add element at front. Pop back, remove element from end. Pop front, remove element from the front. Which means queues can act as a first in first out or last in first out. Insert, delete and size. You can insert element at any index using insert. Remove one element using delete inside bracket index or clear everything using only delete. And size always tells how many elements exist. Shuffle method. It randomizes queue order. It is very useful for random stimulus generation. Real verification use cases. Queues are everywhere in verification. Scoreboard, FIFOs, monitors, protocol buffering, expected versus actual comparison.